10th in yards per game. The rating is 4th in the league. And here's something really strange. Look at this graphic. They are first in the league in the percentage of their drives that end in touchdowns. It's baffling. They're not getting the ball. Offense not getting the ball enough. And the defense has shown a big decline from last year. Last year, they gave up 21 points a game. This year's 26. They were 7th in yardage, obviously, too. 7th last year in total defense, 16th this year. So it's not, I don't want to say it's all on Russell Wilson because the defense has not been what it was last year either.
You know what that beginning part reminded me a lot of when you talked about Russell Wilson's numbers? The arguments we had when he was going to Denver, and I would say he was bad that last year in Seattle. And you would say, but his passer rating was this, touchdown. Yep. He has, last year was just bad across the board and everything. Yes. But his last year in Seattle and this year right here, it's been a very odd situation of the numbers look fine or even good. Right. And then when you watch the games, and I'm not saying you weren't watching those games. I'm saying we all agree on the Broncos games. You watch the games, you're like, oh, he is a huge part of the problem.
Yes.
And so, the numbers look good.
He's not putting together a full
No, he's been awesome for the first half, and then it's fallen apart.
And last year, he wasn't even doing that for the most part.
Last year was terrible.
All hope is not lost, Greg, for your Broncos.
Okay, coming up.
I mean, I'm not picking. No,
the
they're not making the playoffs, but
of one of America's most popular segments.
We're not doing it.
Must-win weekend.
I thought you deaded that.
Yeah, I tried to.
We'll see.
You have all the ingredients for this in your fridge. But ask yourself this. Of all the times you've made it at home, has it...
The show, last week we debuted a new segment. It was called Must Win Weekend. I thought it was a rousing success, and Nick and Brew disagreed. So I said, okay, we're having an argument. We're here to serve the audience. Let's just ask the audience if we should keep this segment or scrap it. Let's take a look at the results that we got in here. Okay, please keep it. That's good. Anything else, you can just rattle them off here if we have them. Segment is fantastic. Segment
YouTube
is gold. Oh, this is a W segment. Keep this segment. And yes, please, for the love of God, keep this segment. So looks like we are going to do it despite your protests. So first up, Mac versus Zach. The winless Patriots have beaten the Jets 14 times in a row. They haven't started 0-3 since Belichick's first year as Patriots coach. So, Nick, is this a must-win?
For the Patriots, even though I hate this segment, this would be a game I would put in it if I liked it. Yes, this is a must-win. In fact, it's not only for the season. This might, if they lose this game, and I do not believe they will, this could be the game where that's when the Belichick era ended.
Don't disagree.
If not that, of course, they would never fire him during I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm saying if they lose this game, I think that, and then when the books are written on the Belichick era and you get to the very end, they'll be like, we knew it was over when Zach Wilson and the New York Jets beat them for the first time since the Obama administration. So yeah, that's what I think.
I don't want to be mean, Wilds, but I knew it was over when Tom Brady left.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I just pointed out Belichick's stats.
4 years ago.
10 years, 11 years without Brady, 2 playoff appearances.
Oh.
That's Belichick. Okay, it is a must-win.
Thank you.
Yes, because if you're not going to beat the Jets, who you beating? I mean, really, the Jets with Zach Wilson. And I get that they have a very good defense, the Jets, but so do the Patriots. I get that they've got great receivers, but who's getting them the ball? Yep. All right, so you should be, and like you said, they got Dallas next week. Yeah. You better win this game or you're starting 0-4. So, yeah, it's a must-win.
Must win. Very few times. Probably the only time out of the next time they'll play the Jets where they have the better quarterback on the field. So
that's right.
Got to win.
That's right.
What do you think is going to happen next time we play the Jets?
No, he's saying those are the only 2 times all year. He's saying the only season. 2 times all year.
Where you guys?
That wasn't very nice.
He didn't understand.
I didn't get it. I thought you were saying the Jets were getting somebody else. Okay. Head to Minnesota. Battle of 2 0-2 teams when the Chargers, who, Brandon Staley will remind you, are not haunted by their close losses, especially not haunted by the Jacksonville loss in the wild card game. And the Vikings, who have turned the ball over a league-leading 7 times. Dare I say it, Nick? Is this a double must-win?
A loser leaves town match?
Wow.
No. It's a must-win for neither. The Chargers can rely on the new coach Pop if they were to lose this game. Then they get the benefit of firing Staley and they get a new coach.
You think they
the
fire Staley midseason?
Yeah. And the Vikings have the soft middle of the NFC. The Chargers have the Raiders next. The Vikings have Carolina next. And both these teams have too much talent to just totally write off if they lose this game. The idea of must win is if you lose, your season is over.
No, that's
Cross
not the
you
idea.
out.
No,
that is the idea. No. That I invented this segment. That's the idea.
Yeah. It's so just kind of like must win?
No, that's not the idea.
Yeah.
That's why I hated it. Go ahead, bro.
Definitely a must-win for the Chargers because of what you said. First of all, their coach is got to be on the hot seat. And the expectation, nobody expected anything from the Vikings. I mean, sorry, Wilds. Other than Wilds, nobody expected anything from the Vikings.
The best wide receiver.
The Chargers, high expectations. And if they lose this game, it could get ugly out there.
Yeah, it's a must-win for all those reasons that you just mentioned. When you look at this Chargers defense, they've been the reason why they've lost. Now, Herbert can finish the games a little bit better, but we're not looking and focusing on that because he's putting up points. And if you're a head coach and you are on the defensive side of the ball and your side of the ball is the reason why you've lost games, you're agitated, pack them bags. It's almost time to go.
Double must win is correct. Good job, gentlemen. Texans go into Jacksonville, where Trevor Lawrence will face his second rookie quarterback in 3 weeks. Hope he can win one. Another one.
Well, he won the first one.
Well, Gardner Minshew finished the game, and it was close. After throwing for no touchdowns against the Chiefs, went 0 for 7 in the red zone in a display of historic futility. This a must win?
No, and everybody knows it's not. Now, right now, I think the Jags are undervalued because the Chiefs' defense is undervalued. So people think only scoring 9 points against Chiefs' defense is some crime. But when the Chiefs do that to a bunch of teams, they won't feel that way anymore. But we saw this Jags team start 2-6 last year and win the division. Nobody likes anyone else in that division. They are going to win this game. But if they were to lose it, they would still be the favorites to win the division. So how can you call it a must-win?
Narrative-wise.
But, dude,
It's not a must-win by Nick's definition.
By must-win?
But spiritually,
exactly.
It's a must-win.
Major.
Spiritually, it's a must-win.
I thought you were words matter.
English
major.
They have your boys, Nick, have not looked good. Kansas City, great defense.
Good in week 1. They scored 31 points.
0 for 7 is Wild said in the red zone. Yeah, against an Indianapolis team you were supposed
that won the next week.
You were supposed to.
They won by 10.
And it was a close game late.
Correct.
All I'm asking for is an impressive win over a woe-begone. I keep using that word, but yeah, woe-begone.
What is impressive? They beat the Colts by 10. It wasn't enough for you.
That's what I want to see.
Exactly.
And because that division is a little bit tougher than we thought. Tennessee is not just going away quietly, and Indianapolis actually looks pretty decent.
You totally get it.
Jonathan Taylor might be back.
It's a must-win.
Indianapolis looks decent. Hold on. You just said Indianapolis looks decent.
Got it.
Right after saying the Jags' only win came against a woe-begone Colts team. You're arguing with yourself. This is why this segment is so dumb.
You got it right. You got it right. You guys got it right. All right. Finally, the undefeated Eagles against the undefeated Bucks. Now you'll get it, okay? You'll get it now. You'll get it. This is based less on team success and when you look at the probability, that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking big picture feeling vibes-wise.
We're 3 weeks in.
Yeah, we're 3 weeks in. There's no such thing as a must win.
We're not taking bows and we're not eliminating teams.
Okay. Less on team success, more on take success. Drew, you can't have Baker beat the Eagles. So is this a must win for Philadelphia for you? See it?
I got to be honest. Eagles, don't let a brother down. All right. I said Baker has looked pretty good, but I am waiting. I am counting on you, Eagles, to get it done. And especially after your boy, your leader, one of your leaders, Jason Kelce, came out and laid down the gauntlet, told us we have not looked good. Okay.